Okay, so episode 6. We're on episode 6 now. We're flying through. But I think we've actually done about 9 episodes in altogether. But obviously, a few of them are messed up. So all my fault, none of your fault. It's a late one today, later than we normally record. So we're gonna kick this off with quick fire round. So quick answers. And then after that, some of your answers might be interesting, so I might delve back into them, and then I have some questions after that. So, the quick fire. Your favourite subject at school?
Nothing.
Any of them? Anyone?
Probably woodwork.
Woodwork. I thought that might be the case. I was thinking a design technology or something along those lines. Hidden talent. What's your hidden talent?
Keeping myself to myself.
Keeping yourself to yourself. That's a good one. Your favourite meal, like dinner?
Probably a roast.
A roast?
Yeah.
Like a roast gammon.
Or beef or pork. I ain't worried.
Yeah, you know why? Just a roast in general.
Yeah.
And then to go with that, your favourite dessert?
Ice cream of some sort, probably.
Ice cream of some sort? No pie? No like apple crumble?
No, I like all afters, but
Just anything with ice cream?
yeah.
That's fair enough. What's one car that you dreamed of having?
Doesn't matter what one it is. It's I like everything I use.
Yeah, but I mean, like tomorrow you have £1 million to spend on one car. What are you having?
It wouldn't worry me. I'd still go out and buy a cheap one.
Fair enough. I didn't know if there was like one that you really just set your eyes on, but was never able to grab.
No,
That's fair
because
enough.
if you have big fast cars, you got to know where to use it. So you might just as well have an ordinary car. Was that Molly going out?
Yeah, she's on her roller skates. So then next one we have, if someone were to play you in a movie, who would it be?
Play me.
Yeah, who would it be? / who would you like to play you?
Doesn't really matter.
Any actor.
No, it's
They can
the
be.
Scarecrow.
We can do dead or alive if they were to be brought back.
Don't really take much notice in who it is who's doing it. So it could be anybody.
Anyone.
Yeah.
Basically anyone with a big beard. And then following on from that, what is your favourite film?
It'd have to be a comedy of some sort, but one of the Carry On films.
I thought you was going to say something like that.
Yeah, one of the Carry On films would do.
Anyone in particular that you jumps
No.
to you? Just any of them.
Yeah.
Favourite book?
Never read a book from end to end. Probably a car manual.
Car manual.
Yeah.
And then your favourite band? Or artist?
I like Queen.
Yep.
And somebody singing country and western
So
stuff.
country western. So just country western in general,
Yeah.
really. Yeah.
Yeah.
You like? I'll delve into that actually a bit more in a second because this is meant to be quick fire. Country western, and then your favourite season of the year.
Favourite season? Probably winter time.
Winter?
Yeah.
See, these quick fires are making you think more than the normal questions are.
Not really. I've just got to pick out one that.
You got to pick, yeah. Well, there's only 4 to choose from,
Because
really, isn't there?
to me, it doesn't really matter.
Favourite board game?
Board game.
Mm.
Drafts.
Drafts. I didn't know you liked drafts. I'll have to bring my draft board over. And then we'll add favourite card game. We played a lot of them on holiday.
21's Pontoon, they call it.
21 Pontoon, yeah. That's a blackjack as well, isn't it? Are you a morning or evening person?
Evening. Don't like getting up in the mornings.
Evening. I don't think anyone does. So what is one thing you wish you enjoyed more?
Don't know.
That's throughout your whole life.
Enjoy more.
Yeah, that you enjoyed more. Do something you wished.
Probably be mechanics of some sort. Motorbikes or cars.
That's fair enough. And then this last one. What is the stupidest dare you agreed to do?
Yeah, that's a good one. I suppose being away with the kids and jumping cowpats.
Who dared you to do that one then?
I think it was Andy. We was away down the New Forest. It was. I dared them and they dared me.
Well, it's almost like a family tradition, really, because even me and Abby done that as well, didn't we? Sam
Yeah.
passed down through the family.
Yeah.
So that was just a nice little edge-in quick fire, get your brain ticking.
I ain't got one, so you're all right.
Yeah, you do. So now we have normal questions. These are quite random. There's not really much structure to it. I just kind of quickly off the dome. There's not really structure to this episode. But what is a point in your life where you messed up and you thought, shit? And how did you recover from it?
Life.
The one moment where you're like, I've really messed up here. Like, I need to sort something or change something. I need to do this. And then how did you recover and get out of that situation?
Don't really know. Because most of the time, if you do something wrong, it's somebody else will tell you. And
Get it together, sort of thing.
yeah, it's so if I've done something wrong, then they could tell me.
But is there not a moment where you've looked at yourself, like self-accountability sort of thing?
Not really. No. If I've done something wrong and somebody tells me, then I'll apologise. But it doesn't matter what it is and when it is. I just make sure I don't do it again.
That's fair enough.
You know.
And then to go with that question sort of thing of life, what was a big turning point moment in your life?
When I was little, I suppose, it was when Dad disappeared.
That throws a big spanner in the works, doesn't it?
Yeah. And the other one would have been when I married Chris.
Yeah.
You know, that's probably the best one.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing with a turning point. It doesn't have to be a negative thing, does it?
No.
It can be a positive and lead you in the right direction, you know?
Yeah.
I thought you might have said having kids, but is that's lower down.
Yeah, that's lower down.
So, what has been the most memorable cup of tea that you've ever had?
Cup of tea.
Yeah, because you do like a good cup of tea. So, what's the most memorable one where you've sat down with someone and had one?
Don't know.
So
No, honestly, don't know.
that's fair enough.
Honestly, don't know. No.
I didn't know if there was a conversation you had with someone that had over a cup of tea where you was like, oh yeah,
No.
we'll always remember this day.
No, not really.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, it's.
I thought it'd be interesting to ask because you have a lot of cup of teas, so
Oh yeah. Yeah.
so I thought maybe there's one where he's like, oh, this will be remembered. So you've been retired for a fair bit now, but when you was working, how did you like to spend your free time? Because there's a bit of a struggle at the moment with work-life balance and all this shenanigans that people are coming up with. So how did you like to enjoy your free time?
That would just be two things really. One would be taking my dog out, and the other one would just be finding friends.
Yeah,
You know,
socialising.
Yeah, it's you can't pick one of those because you wanted to do them in the first place,
Yeah,
and if you didn't want to do them, you didn't do them, and that was it.
yeah,
But yeah, mucking about with cars and stuff like that, motorbikes, taking them to bits, putting them back together, and yeah, that's probably it.
When it comes to outside of work, did you mingle with a lot of your co-workers a lot outside of work?
No.
So that was just work, and then you
Yeah.
had your own life outside sort of thing?
Yeah, I was, you could say I was a loner really, because I didn't like mixing with people. And that was probably from, like Dad walking out in the first place.
Yeah.
And so, push you back up a bit.
Is that because of a sense of trust, maybe? You
Yeah,
didn't-
it could be.
Yeah, you didn't want to
Yeah.
not get too close to someone, but
And then they go out as well,
yeah.
so it's,
'Cause obviously having your dad walk out when you're young, you then think, oh, if he can walk out, who's to say a random stranger that I want to make because my friend isn't gonna,
that's it.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
So did you struggle then when you first met with Nan? Did you ever think, oh, she's gonna walk out? Like at the start?
No, not really, because I'd got my car. I'd got a GT Cortina, 1500.
That's what you say, oh, that'll keep her.
No, not so much that, but if anything happened, I could always go back and play with the car. But yeah, she was probably, that changes your life when you meet somebody.
What, the car or Nan?
Well, both. But no, in relationship wise, it would have been when Chris was around.
Yeah.
It's and it just grew. You become close, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's you can't just jump in feet first.
Because a lot of people do struggle with that whole trust element, and especially the first few months stage of a brand new relationship, especially if you've been in some previously, and the person says, oh yeah, I'll never leave you, I'll never, etc., and then they do leave you.
Yeah.
What would you say is some advice to someone going through a fresh early relationship,
Well,
and they have that mindset at the moment?
You can't really pick one thing, because it's all according to what stage of life you're at, and it'll change through the years.
Yeah.
And the person that's on the other side of it, then you've got to think of them as well as yourself, and you mingle. You can't just go like a bull in a china shop, because otherwise it'd be bye-bye, see you again.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to work at it. Some people do, some people don't.
Yeah.
You know, you can't. You can only take people as you find them, and yeah, that would be like when my dad went. That would be, you can't trust anybody then. And then when I met Chris, and
It changed.
then it changed again, and in between, you just had friends, and that was it.
Yeah.
You know.
So would you say Nan almost taught you to trust again?
Yeah, you could say that, I suppose. Yeah, it's we had our ups and downs.
Of course, yeah. You're going to,
If you don't have the ups and downs, you might as well give up and go.
Well, yeah. Well, a lot of people say they've been in a relationship for 5 years. Oh yeah, well, we've never had an argument. But if you think about it, really, if you've never had an argument over 5 years, are you really then speaking your opinion on things?
Yeah.
Like, are you actually being yourself?
Yeah.
Because you've got to have clashed opinion at some point in them 5 years. Do you know what I mean?
You've got to. People, you know, when you get older, you already know what's going to upset them if you say it, so you don't say it in the first place.
But of course, there's a difference between having an argument every single week and one every 5-6 months. But if you've never had one after 5 years, it's something's a bit.
There's got to be something wrong.
Yeah, there's got to be something wrong actually within that.
Did somebody just walk off?
Yeah.
Well.
Or are you holding back?
They don't want an argument, so they just walk off, and that's it. But it's the same thing.
Yeah, they're not communicating. Yeah.
Sooner or later, you have the discussion.
Yeah. And then it creates a big bust up because you've held back so long.
Yeah.
That all of a sudden it just piles out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Rather than just having that communication to discuss.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd say that it's probably communication's the number one thing in any relationship to last for forever. Speaking your mind.
Until when you first start, if you have too many of those, then you'll bust up and go before you get into a
before you get going, yeah.
Of what you can do and what you can't do, and what you know will help.
Yeah.
Any situation. You have to work at it. It's no good. If you want to be with those people, you have to work at it.
Yeah, of course.
Whether you like it or not. You know, sometimes you don't like the things that you say, and other times you think yourself, I should have said that earlier.
Yeah.
You know. So but if you don't work at it, you'll never make anything of it.
No, of course. It's not a... People hear the word work and they think, oh, it's a full-time job. But, you know, some people can't split the word work from going out and grafting and something that you're just trying to build and keep and grow.
You got to. You know, if you don't, then it's bye-bye.
Yeah.
You know, it's you got to work at it.
What makes you happy?
What makes me happy? Being with people, I suppose. You know, I used to like working with people when you was at work. When I go for a walk with the dog and you talk to people, you can go out and you can feel right peed off. But you see somebody, doesn't matter whether you know them or not.
Yep.
And you can have a laugh with them. Maybe they talk about the dog. You talk about the dog. And you feel better after it.
Yeah.
So it's seeing people and communicating with people. And if you're at work, if it's somebody you don't like, stay away from them. But if you're at home, you know, it's you're talking to people, but the grandkids, the parents of if somebody gets married, and you see those people, then, you know, you see them only occasionally. So if you can talk to them, well, then that's okay. You know, you enjoy it.
Yeah.
But like playing with motors or doing something, it's but that's something that you can do at any time.
Yeah.
You know.
You talk about saying that you was quite lonely and stuff, but then at the same time, you enjoy socialising. It's almost a little bit like not a contradiction, but it's like a. Does that make you think sometimes that you wish you had been not lonely, but more outgoing as a kid to make more friends then?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, mix more with other people. And then as your life goes on, if you don't mix with more people, then it becomes a little group rather than a big group, you know. But yeah, you know, it's the person that you start with right from the beginning. You know, if
so is that something
you take the kids to play school and things like that, you know, where if you kept them at home, they wouldn't get to join in with other people. And if they go out and they enjoy themselves, well, yeah, you know, it's but it's not down to you then, is it? It's down to them. You know?
Is that whole socialising with anyone and everyone something that you said to yourself, "Oh, I need to do to not be lonely," or is that just something that you picked up from just your parents, from family,
from life,
the time,
from life?
So it's just something that grew with you as you got older.
Yeah.
Because you do, when I've ever been out, whenever I go out with you, just walk up, be around Corridor, for example, or like that, you'll say hello to everyone, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Just to put a smile on someone's face.
It's giving as well as taking.
Yeah.
You want to give more than what you take. It's a lot better that way, as far as I'm concerned, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
It's because it makes you feel better. You know, especially if somebody says, "Oh, hello," and you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you most proud of?
Well, it's got to be your children, isn't it? You know, it's got to be them. If they have a good life themselves and you can help them out, you know.
Yeah.
And you think to yourself, yeah, I've done well there.
Yeah.
Or, you know, even with the grandkids, you know, if they come and ask you a question and you're able to answer that question, well then, you know.
Or give a bit of advice, etc.
Yeah. Whether they take it or not, it's another thing.
Yeah, but it's the fact that you've been able to provide that.
Yeah.
You played your part as such.
Yeah.
What is something that people get wrong about you?
Don't really know. You'd have to ask other people for that.
That's fair enough. Because I didn't know if there's something that people always interpret you as being, and then when they get to know you, they're like, "Oh, actually, he's completely different to my original thought of that."
No, I don't really know.
Oh, fair enough. I didn't know if someone had ever mentioned it to you.
No, it'd have to be other people would have to tell you that.
Yeah, because then that leads to my next question, which was, what's one thing that always surprises people when you tell them about yourself?
That's the same thing again, because
it's similar, yeah.
You can be talking about anything, and you know, it's somebody picks up on something, and somebody else will pick up on something else.
Yeah.
But that's a question for somebody else.
Fair enough. I didn't know if you had conversations in the pub in previous or just in general, and you've brought up an old story or something. They've gone, "Oh, I didn't realise you've done that before. That's well cool." Like that kind of thing.
Yeah, no, it's if somebody has, then I would probably forget it in any case because I've done it. Yeah, so what?
Yeah.
You know.
That makes sense.
If the same situation come up, then I'd probably do the same thing again. You know, so it's down to other people to say that. You know. Whether I'm a dighead at something or not, that's entirely up to them.
No, I saw someone asked me this question the other week, and it got me, or the other month, I should say, and it got me thinking. Obviously, I've only been on this earth for 22 years, so I thought this would be an interesting one to ask yourself.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that you owe an apology to, but will never be able to say it to them, / get the chance to say it to them?
No, because I'll always apologise if I'm wrong.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't harbour any. You shouldn't harbour anything. If somebody, that's what I say about these texts. People text stuff, and you can't see the person on the other end.
Yeah, it's not sincere.
But they might take it the wrong way. But they don't say anything. So when you see them next time, they've got the hump.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But if you knew about it, what you do is apologise, unless you don't want them to be friends with them anymore, and then you just don't bother.
Yeah, you just say sod yourself and go
I'll
your
go
own
and
way.
find somebody else to play
Yeah.
with.
Yeah, I just thought it was an interesting one because obviously everyone lives different lives, don't they? And there might have been an old friendship from, I don't know, when you was 10 or something, and you're like, oh, I could have apologised then, but I never will be able to because I won't see him again.
I hope I've done it each time that somebody has got something the wrong way, and I've apologised because I've seen it in their faces or in their attitude, and I hope it's been taken the right way.
Yeah.
If it hasn't, well, that's not my fault.
Yeah.
I've apologised.
You've tried, yeah.
I've tried to make a difference.
Yeah.
So that's just me.
Mm.
You know, everybody's got their own way of dealing with things.
Yeah.
You know.
So where did you get that form of mindset from then? Because some people would have just gone, oh, I ain't apologising, that's their problem.
Yeah.
But you said, but the way you said, oh, I hope, it was almost like you still have quite a good, well, the morality and stuff with humanity and people.
I think more people from split families look at both sides of it rather than just one side of it. And
they try and see different point of views, sort of thing.
Yeah, and most of those people, they'll know they've done something wrong.
Yeah.
You know, where other people will just keep going. They just keep on going.
Just get on with it, yeah.
And they'll just keep on doing it all their life and never apologise for anything.
Yeah.
But sometimes the apology is okay, and other times people, well, why did you apologise for it?
Yeah.
You know, but it's down to the person. It's not down to the people that you're speaking to for them to either take it or leave it. That's entirely up to them. But yourself, you want to do it, if you want to do it. And then everything will carry on. You know, so it's... but you've got to... I think that you've got to... If you think it's wrong, then you should apologise.
Yeah.
If you've said something that somebody didn't like, then you should apologise for it. But if you don't want to, well, it's up to you.
Yeah.
You know, but you can disregard those people as friends after that. If you don't.
No, that makes sense. What was your favourite family tradition as a kid?
As a kid?
Yeah.
Probably bonfire night. Because we used to... they don't do it now, because you can't. But we used to go and, where I lived in Aveley, we used to build 3 bonfires. And all us kids used to go out and chop down the hedgerows.
Was it a proper one with a Guy Fawkes in the middle, or?
Oh yeah, we used to have a Guy Fawkes in the top of it, and used to have 3 of them, and I think it was twice the fireman come and pulled them down because we built them too big. We got too much on there. But where we lived, the whole row of cottages in Aveley, all the families, mainly the mums, they'd do sandwiches and cakes, and they'd save up through the year to buy all the stuff. And then the blokes used to get all the put together, and they'd all buy a drink, and then we'd all finish up, all 3 bonfires, we'd finish up round one bonfire.
Yeah.
And everybody would have a party, and used to be fireworks between all of us.
Yeah.
All 3 used to have the fireworks. And they used to be good nights.
Was it almost like a competition to see whose bonfire lasted the longest and whose was biggest?
Oh, yeah, yeah. From the 3 of us, yeah. And my dad used to get his guitar out, and some other bloke used to have a squeeze box. And we used to have...
What's a squeeze box? That
yeah.
one, where it's like the... also the keyboard inside and
and the buttons on the other side.
Yeah.
And we used to have a party between us, and nobody used to worry about who got the biggest. We wouldn't go and nick it off of somebody else's bonfire, we might tell the fire brigade that he's pull his one down, But we used to, it used to be really good, because everybody joined in.
Yeah.
And nobody was left out. And we'd have potatoes on sticks and heat them up in the fire and then peel them and get moaned at for putting bangers on the tin cans and stuff like that.
So did your bonfire win much then, or was it?
Well, because my dad had the guitar and the squeeze box he was one of his mates, and we used to finish up with the bigger bonfire.
So then, what's a family tradition that was your favourite that you started when you had your own family?
With my own family?
Yeah, so when you had kids and that,
Well,
what's a family tradition that you loved when it came with them?
I suppose really it was Boxing Day, because we all used to go. Christmas Day, I said I'd never go anywhere until the evening on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Because the kids wanted to play with
Whatever
their
they
toys. By the evening time, they got peed off with playing with their toys. So they wanted, we used to keep toys, well, Ma and Pop, they used to keep the toys for the kids' Christmas presents round at their house, so that we used to go round
great
there.
then?
Yeah. Used to go round there, and we'd open them up then. And
that's what you do.
Then
your presents and that round Grandad's.
Yeah. That was Christmas afternoon, and then Boxing Day, we'd all go round, like round Mars, and all the kids, they'd all go round there, and they'd sit. Pop used to get them all playing rummy. Yeah. Round the table, and he's just like for pennies.
Yeah.
And the kids used to think he's really great. Oh look, we've got lots of money,
Is that why Nan used to then teach us rummy when we was on the caravan holidays and play with pennies as well then?
Yeah.
So she learned how to gamble from him, and then
it's they used to be a good evening, Used to have a good time, but it's something that never gets done now.
Yeah.
So
when did Boxing Day move over to here then?
To here?
Yeah. Obviously, I've always known it being here, but I didn't know if it started before the grandkids came along, or if that was...
When the grandkids started to get a bit older, then you'd we'd all be in here, and then my family would come over and that, and then like you lot, because then Ma would have grandkids and Stuart and...
And Keeley and
Keeley,
Glenn
and their families, you know,
Yeah.
they'd go round Mars, and all our family would come round here.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know when it split off from us going round there, because it's just one of those things that developed.
Yeah.
You know,
And just
so-
became the norm sort of
Yeah.
thing, yeah. You don't remember when it happened, but it just
No.
became, that's what
Yeah.
it happened, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I knew, because Grandad used to come around here as well before obviously she got like ill and stuff. So I remember she used to always come around here, didn't she,
Yeah.
for Christmas dinner and Bubble and
Yeah.
Squeak and stuff.
Yeah, I'd bubble and squeak on the old Boxing Day job.
Yeah.
You know, it's had big frying pans.
Yeah,
But my big frying pan, somebody took and said, "I'll bring it back."
Oh yeah, I need to bring that one back.
But
yeah.
it ain't been brought back yet, and that's 3 days ago.
Oh, well, it's washed. Just haven't brought it back yet. Well, those frying pans never used to actually stay on the hob though, did they? They were launched across the room at each other. Just see a bit of potato flying across that way and a pea flying that way and
Oh, everything used to happen.
yeah. And then, so because we've been mentioning Nan now, and slowly getting into that realm.
Which Nan?
Well, my Nan. So, so Chris, obviously, like your wife, to the viewers and everything, because I should probably reference that. Chris. So, because we've been slowly getting into that realm, a question that I thought was quite good is: do you believe in soulmates? I.e., like the one.
Yeah, because if you're married as long as what we was, you know, there's got to be something right.
Yeah, because there's not anyone
Because
else.
otherwise
Yeah,
you wouldn't be there.
yeah,
You know, and I think soulmate might be for when you've done like maybe 60 or 70 years, you know. You can say, well, a soulmate from such and such a time to now, but the two people, they'll grow to one another, and the one will know what the other one is. You know, so it's one of those things that happens between two people.
yeah,
You know, and it's quite nice when it happens. Yeah, I know we used to. One of the things that you find is when you've been married quite a while, things tend to split into two ways. And Chris was always the one who'd organise it, and she'd make sure everybody had got everything she wanted, and anything that they wanted done, you know, like repair the bike, you know, or anything like that, then I would do that, but you'd be a pair.
yeah.
You wouldn't be doing it separate, you'd be doing it as a pair.
Do you
know.
would you say you two were opposite each other? Like opposites of each other?
In certain ways we was, you know.
Because I was going to say, do you think
But,
opposites attract, or
Opposites can attract,
yeah,
and people with the same idea or life cycle, they can still be okay, but more often than not, you need to be slightly different from one another
So
in
would
some
you?
way or other.
Yes. Would you say? Because a lot of people nowadays say, "Oh, we haven't got much in common. Like we're not going to work. Like we haven't got much in common. So like, oh, blah, 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 blah." To me, that sounds like an excuse. That's
Yeah.
to me personally.
Yeah.
Do you? So would you agree that it's okay to not have anything in common? As long as the other person, I think it's okay, as long as the other person is willing to learn about that other person's interest and
Yeah.
hobby and
Yeah.
try and find that common ground.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
That goes back to your soulmate thing, doesn't it? You know,
Yeah.
You can start off as separate, but eventually you finish up as being soulmates.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people do, and a lot of people don't.
Yeah. It is sad really when like, someone gets married and they think it's going to be forever, and it's not.
No, it's
when you spend
not
such a long time with someone.
yeah, it's not so bad if there's no children involved. But if there's children involved, then it really buggers them up.
Yeah.
Because they don't know what, where, when and how. Sometimes it is good to see people arguing, you know, without fighting, but
Yeah,
arguing.
of course. Yeah, it's just...
And then you can think to yourself, oh, well, they done that because... And it works out in the end.
Well, really, an argument's just a clash of opinion, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
As long as you're not arguing because someone's messed up drastically and they won't admit that they've done wrong.
Yeah.
As long as, because then that's not healthy.
No.
But if it's just over a clash of opinion, that's fine. It's good to argue in that sense, because you should stick by your word. You should stick by what you believe in.
Yeah.
Rather than just giving in because you like someone or you love someone. You know?
Yeah. Some people do, but...
Oh, yeah, a lot of people do, yeah.
You know.
Whipped, they call that, don't they?
Mine used to be, if I couldn't win the argument, I'd just walk off.
Well, go in your garage or...
Yeah.
So that's your doghouse then, the garage.
Go and play.
Yeah.
Yours.
Oh, this is it. So we'll make this the last question. And since we're on the topic, I actually forgot to ask it when we done the question about relationships and all that crap. So, how do you know when you are in love with someone?
I would say to that one is everybody is an individual person. And you couldn't say that you're in love just like that. It's down to those two people. There's no way you can make it a generalisation.
Yeah.
Because
of course.
People like different things. People look at different attitudes, and all. The whole thing has to become between those two people. And I would say probably when it was like my parents, you know, originally they would be okay. Originally they was okay. But after a while they went different ways. And that's what you got to do. If you're in love with somebody, it might be that they go to find somebody else, or you go find somebody else. And the one that's in love, but the other one wasn't, they won't ever forget the first one they had. Yeah. It's just one of those things.
So you think that no one forgets their first love?
I would say no.
Yeah.
You know, in my opinion, I would say no. It's and what do you class as love? You know, that's
True.
the other thing. Everybody,
if not just a feeling,
would make it different. You know,
that's why I like the question. You know, I asked you, what does love mean to you? Because it's, as you say, you can't just put a finger on.
You can't put a finger on it
and say it's a universal thing.
Yeah, that's impossible.
Yeah,
you know, it's and if anybody tells you it is, then they're talking out their bums.
When did you know that you was in love with Nan? Like, what came over you, sort of thing?
When you when they get the hump and you still want to see them.
Yeah,
that's how I know. You know, and I don't know when Nan did, but but yeah, it's she wanted to sell the engagement ring at one time because she got paid off with me, so But I still come back to her, and then eventually it all happened, and we got married.
Yeah.
It's when it happened, why it happened, what was said.
It don't matter. Yeah.
Why? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter when you do it, how you feel about it, why you did it.
Yeah.
You know.
I remember you saying that before because I asked you like what if the biggest bust up I think it was or argument in your relationship, and you was like, they don't mean anything now. Like in the moment you think, oh, sod this and all this stuff,
Yeah.
but then now you, like you said, you can't even remember why that was the argument.
Yeah.
You just know what happened, but over what?
Yeah, that's it. You know, you could probably forget it in maybe a couple of hours, but other times it might be years.
Yeah.
But you still keep going.
Yeah.
You know, because you want to still be with that person, whether you've had a big argument with them or not.
And then my final question, which I've remembered it. I remembered it now. To end on a good note, it has been a good episode anyway, in my opinion, but what made you fall in love with Nan?
I think because a lot of the time we was opposites. She was very forceful, and she was speaking mine no matter who it was. And I was a bit, I wouldn't say shy, but I wouldn't cause a confrontation.
Yeah.
So we was like opposites then. But, you know, that's when we went out and we went to the firms do, and then after that we just kept seeing one another.
Yeah.
You know, so it's and when you fall in love and how you do it, you tell me.
Yeah. How it works, you don't know, but it just happens.
It's just one of those things that happens. You know, it's but you do eventually.
Yeah.
You know, you find somebody you want to be with, and that's it. But you've got to work at it. Everybody's got to work at it, and it's nice when it works.
Perfect. Right, that's a good note to end on, and a good piece of advice to everyone to work at their relationships.
Yeah.
So now I'll let you go and have your fish and chips on a Friday night.
Yeah.